Thank you, Madam Chair. And Director, thank you for attending today's hearing. You mentioned in your testimony that a critical component of preventing harm to consumers is to help them gather financial know-how and to empower consumers to choose products and services that best serve their needs. Could you elaborate on how the Small Start Save Up initiative encourages people to hit savings goals? And while you're doing that, could you update us on the work of the Research and Evaluation Working Group?
Absolutely. Thank you, Congressman. It's an important area. Bolstering savings is really the number one way that people can build their financial well-being, can build up their ability to address setbacks that happen in life, and their ability to really think through and make the best decisions for themselves is having that savings cushion. So when I came to the Bureau, we launched Start Small, Save Up. We've been having extensive meetings and outreach across the nation with employers, with communities, and bringing together all of the constituencies at communities, whether that's the consumer advocate groups, the legal aid community, the faith community, business community, and talking about the things that are affecting them at their community level. And then also financial institutions and our fellow regulators who have a really good eye in what is the savings activity that's happening in the country, what are the barriers to savings for people. So we're really looking holistically at this and trying to tackle it, again, to raise the savings levels in the nation. Also looking at a lot of the marketing and influencer means of reaching people. The CFPB has produced fantastic financial education materials, but trying to make sure that we get those materials out is really one of the focuses, too, of this effort. And the research is part of that, too, understanding consumer behavior, understanding what consumers see in the marketplace and what motivates those kinds of things. So we're really looking at it from all facets.
During your last visit, we discussed the fact that I represent 16 different Native American tribes in the 3rd District of Oklahoma, and we discussed the Bureau's tribal consultation policy. Could you touch on that for just a moment?
Absolutely, and I've since had the opportunity to visit Oklahoma. Did visit with tribal members while I was there and have had extensive conversations about where we go with this. The tribal consultation policy is around our rulemaking efforts, so we do have a specific responsibility to engage and ensure that entities that could be affected by our rulemaking have the opportunity to weigh in on them. So that's where that is specifically ongoing, but we are looking at other ways to make sure that we are engaging with tribes and understanding what their particular needs and issues are, so we can help them and help them help their constituents and all consumers.
In my few remaining moments, is there anything that you'd like to address before my time expires?
I think, Congressman, I understand the concerns and questions around abusiveness, but I will say that there is no lack of ability to bring forward cases. I think recognizing the uncertainty that is here, there is also a responsibility to make sure that we're bringing the strongest cases forward around defining abusiveness so that we don't get bad court rulings on this. I mean, that is another risk. It is imperative when you bring an enforcement case forward that you have the assurance of the facts and the basis for those cases. And so I'm happy to be trying to provide clarity, happy to be moving forward in a way that's going to, again, add to the case law on abusiveness, and certainly thinking towards, I did not rule out a rulemaking on this, but I think we need a little more time to work through some of the issues around how the Bureau sees abusiveness, recognizing some of the uncertainty.
Thank you, Director. And certainly, being a member of Congress, we understand the concept of wanting to win with intensity. With that, I yield back, Madam Chair.